Ladies and gentlemen, damas caballeros, hardy people around the world, welcome to the first annual Gary Lamm Main Event Mania Sports Entertainment Awards. Yes, my friends, the very prestigious Lammy Award. Oh yeah! Alright friends, thank you so much for joining me. This is a very special episode of the Lammy Awards. I gotta say, here, look at my special friend, my co-host, Pandito Bendito. Pandito Bendito is gonna be producing. Yeah, he produces for Hugs and Kisses. Alright, friends. Before we start, man, we lost another great one this week. Speaking of broadcasters, I'm broadcasting. This is for the Booms, the Bams, and the Wham Blocks. Yes, my friends, you lost a great John Madden. All-time great Raider coach. All-time great broadcaster. Man, he made video games come to life. Boom! He's on his back! I want this show to be a 7.5 on the Richter scale for the great John Madden. So, without further ado, I was going to do ladies first. The first award is going to be women's wrestler. But you know what? I just want to tell you what this show's about. I am going to give you... Sorry, I miss Madden, man. Another legend is gone. A very important piece of my childhood. So, you know, I'm an emotional guy. I come from the heart. Try to keep it real, keep it clean. But I'm only a man, you know. Ain't nobody's perfect, so anyway, this one's for John Madden. But you know, another great broadcaster, good old JR, is back on AEW. So we will have an award in memory of John Madden, the John Madden Award for Broadcaster of the Year. All right. So, but first, without any further ado, we're going ladies first. The award for Female Wrestler of the Year goes to none other than Dr. Britt Baker, DMD. Yes, Britt Baker. AEW started off with an uphill battle in the women's division. If one thing WWE was doing great, the women's revolution, it was really exciting. They have all the top stars. Bianca Belair, Sasha Banks. What a match they put on her WrestleMania. Becky Lynch just had a baby. Alexa Bliss with that weird stuff, whatever they were doing. But I love Alexa Bliss. I don't think she's been the same in the ring since Ronda Rousey kind of concussed her. But she's a great character. Of course, Charlotte Flair, maybe the best. One of the best wrestlers, period. AEW came in with Sheeta. You know, I love Sheeta. What's his name? Ro. Anyway, they kind of started out slow, or actually, Britt Baker started out slow with some injuries. But she is a heel. She kept herself relevant through injuries. She had the Blood Bash match. She has a t-shirt with a bloody face. She had that excellent rivalry with Thunder Rosa. She always stays heel so others can look good. Britt Baker is a good size to take on the smaller wrestlers and big enough to take on the bigger women's wrestlers. In my opinion, the TBS title was made so Britt Baker wouldn't lose a title. You need other women to come up. You need Jade Cargill to come up. You need Thunder Rosa to come up. You need Ruby Soho to come up. They need a space. You know, you still got Ty Conti and Anna Jay and Bunny and other women. Who am I missing? Bunny and who's Bunny's partner? Oh yeah, Super Bad Girl. Right? So But I think at the top of that list is Britt Baker. She has to keep the title for a while. She can come around even when she's not wrestling and talk and steal the show. She's still, with WWE being down, it's Britt Baker. Britt Baker is a Wrestler of the Year, and that says a lot, considering that epic match Sasha Banks and Bianca Belair put on. But it's just WWE's too inconsistent. They have the stars. That's why it's a big deal. Britt Baker, she holds that women's wrestling division together, and now with this TBS tournament, they're really coming up. I think she held it down for a long time, and this was her year. So Britt Baker, you are the first recipient of the prestigious Lammy Award, honoring excellence, glory, and love. I love wrestling, and I love watching Britt Baker. She is the first recipient of the Lammy Award. All right. So before we go on, I just checked on the status. So we have to talk about Jimmy and Trey. Yesterday, Kyle Shanahan was hopeful that Jimmy might play. Jimmy wanted to play. George Kittle said Jimmy's going to play. He expects Jimmy to play. Today, Jimmy is not in practice. He had the chip bone, some torn ligaments. It is going to be rough for him to play. This might be the beginning of the Trey era. The Trey era. If you got any updates, let me know. I want your thoughts on that. And let me tell you a little bit more what this is about. The categories are the best players on my favorite local teams, 49ers, Warriors, and Giants, in other words, better said, the 49er of the year, the Warrior of the year, the Giant of the year, best men's wrestler, best tag team, and we'll talk about some other up-and-comers, okay? So, I gotta we're on the Niners. This season had turmoil from the beginning. There was excitement with Trey Lance, but with that, there was some drama because you got Jimmy already. What were the Niners gonna do? First game, Raheem Mostert gets hurt. So did Jason Verrett. Raheem is hard to replace. But you know who replaced him? There's been some solid Niners out here. They've played tough. They've overcome some injuries. They've overcome some drama. But there's one man who's had excellence, glory, and love, and he was a true team player. The Lammy for 49er of the year. None other than Deebo Samuels. Deebo, this is for you. Deebo, you deserve a Medal of Honor. I was talking about Raheem Mostert being hurt. Deebo Samuels was going to put up some tremendous, who knows, maybe historical numbers. I think that he was close to that as far as being a receiver. But the Niners never had that perimeter threat or that home run hitter in the run game, and it was affecting the whole team. As a receiver, having a great year, going for a contract, risking injury, he's kind of taken over that Mostert role, the home run hitter. Elijah Mitchell was solid, but they really wore him out. Jeff Wilson's coming back strong, but the guy who makes it worry is Deebo. Is he a running back? He's not a running back, but he has played running back for this team. He has played tough. He exemplifies excellence, glory, and love. Glory, what I mean by glory, He plays with style. He makes you want to watch him. And he shows heart and love of the game. And he's been excellent. His numbers are fantastic. He's been excellent as a running back. He's been excellent as a receiver. Debo, you're what the Lammies are all about. You may be the Lammy. The Lammiest of Lammies. To infinity and beyond. The question is, who are you going to be catching these passes from? And taking off the runs from Debo or Trey? We'll find out on next Sunday. Because Niners... Wait, this Sunday? Oh my goodness, this week has gone by. We'll find out next year. 2022. Uh-oh. It's pronounced 2022. Oh no. Here we are. All right. Moving right along. We are going to present the prestigious Lammy to the Wrestling Tag Team of the Year. AEW has been about tag teams. I don't know if you care whether you like the Young Buck style, the flips, whether you like traditional tag team styles of FTR. Love them both. The Lucha Bros, hard-hitting, high-flying at the same time. They are fantastic. Jungle Boy and Luchasaurus. Jungle Boy is going places. A lot of us in the Bay Area have seen him. He's come up, I've seen him quite a few times in All Pro Wrestling. Really nice guy. Really good tag team. But the tag team, in my opinion, because it's my show, the team I like the most, it's a local team, a California team. Money, power, respect. Yes. Mario Mania and Fabricio Fabuloso and Pollo Del Mar. I think they're the best tag team this year. They have a tremendous look. They're built like wrestlers. And they have a super big, tall manager. She is awesome. They look like wrestlers. They have flash, pizzazz. They have excellence, glory, and love. Money, power, respect. I respect what you're doing. You get the Lammy for Tag Team of the Year, baby! Congratulations. If you guys stay together, I think if Fabricio Fabuloso, Mario Mania, and El Pollo Del Mar stay together, that trio, they can go places. They have personality, they have skills. I think they're a team to watch. I just get excited to watch them on a card. If they're on a card, I'll travel a little bit to beat them. I'll spend a little money to go see those guys. They had a tremendous cage match against the Fatus. Man, they don't look like they take a backseat to anybody. Any of these teams, I'm sure they're gonna need experience. But to me, money, power, respect, tag team of 2021. I look forward to what you guys are going to do. I'm going on a limb. Indie wrestler when you got a whole organization who's really built on tag teams. They're really good. You know, Santana Ortiz. I like what you got, NPR. I like what you got. So I think you guys are the tag team of the year. You're just like me. Not everyone sees you, but they're damn sure gonna believe it when they get in the ring with you. Alright. We are gonna move on. It's cold outside. It's raining. There would be a rain delay if we're talking baseball. But I gotta talk baseball. And I'm talking about the San Francisco Giant of the Year. This was a tough one. But the San Francisco Giant of the Year, it's Gabe Kapler. Yes, the manager of the San Francisco Giants. I don't think he's the most important Giant. I think Farhan Zaidi is. He put together that team of guys you didn't know, and plus you had the veterans, but the guy who put it all together, the guy who I call it data ball, the guy who got the veterans to believe, who got Crawford and Posey to be on board, and Brandon Belt to be on board. Those are the money guys who came through in the playoffs, by the way. The guy who got this, because the Giants were coached by Bruce Bochy. He's not a data ball guy. He's old school. He coaches from the heart. He did a damn good job of it. 3 world championships. And you come in here, and Dave Kapler didn't come in here with the best reputation as far as dealing with his players. But somehow, he got everyone on board. He got the veterans on board who didn't like it. That, Brandon Crawford had this shirt, and the whole gang, let the old guys play. And Brandon Belt was kind of flexing with the, Captain Brandon Belt. And he did captain. He got the veterans to get on board with this data ball style of play. And he played the right guys in the postseason. Logan Webb didn't have a lot of experience, but you know what? He pitched him in game 1, and I think it was great. He made a lot of great coaching decisions. The data ball worked. He's not the most important. I think Farhan Zaidi put this team together of unknowns, and he did a great job of getting people in that were good, and when they sucked, he sent them back down to the minors. Great job. But the guy who put this tonic together, the tonic and the booze and the cocktail, and stirred it up, Dave Kapler. The Giants won 107 games. Look at that starting pitching staff. Who's even there? Going in. Gosman was fantastic, but he wasn't good down the stretch. He's iffy. Logan Webb looks like a star. Cueto. I mean, the bullpen. Who's the closer? Well, but they but he put that together. He pressed all the right buttons. The Giants, you look player for player, they had no business coming close to the Dodgers. But they won 107 games. The Dodgers won 106. Dave Kapler is the recipient of the prestigious Lammy Award for San Francisco Giant of the Year. Excellence, 107 games. Glory, division title. Love, I love that we beat LA. They beat us, but you know what? We tired them out. This was a good season. We did not have the pitching staff to win 107 games. Or the lineup. Heart, brains, and guts. That's what these Giants were. They didn't have the talent, but man, they are what Lammys are about. And the captain of the ship, Gabe Kapler, congratulations. All right. What do you think about that, Panda? The puppy of the year. You know that's Panda. Alright, friends. So we move on. This one is pretty easy. If you're talking Golden State Warrior of the Year, who else? It's Steph Curry. Who else? He closed out last year. If the Warriors were even a 4 or 5 seed, he probably would have been MVP. Another scoring title. If there was one question about Steph Curry, is could he just carry a team all by himself and put on big numbers and stay healthy? He did it last year. I mean, the Warriors were just decimated. They had nothing. Klay Thompson's out again. Durant's gone. They just really had nothing. And he just came and just showed so much heart. It was one of the funnest seasons to just watch him just get covered and guarded. He's getting better with time. He's becoming a power player. Every year since his rookie year, he has built his body, and now he's not an injury risk. God, please don't let Steph Curry get injured. God, please don't let me jinx Steph Curry. Okay. Steph Curry. Blessings. Rain blessings on Steph Curry like he rains down threes. He has built his body up. He used to remind me of, it reminds me of Joe Montana, in that Joe Montana was great. He was athletic, but he had there was one power hit from like Jim Burt away from just being out. Or, Wilbur Marshall hit away from just being out for, months. That's what Steph Curry was. When you go in the lane, I'd be afraid he's going to step on someone's foot and, sprain his ankle. He's really worked his way out of that. Speed goes. Hops go. Strength, it lasts. Power lasts, like George Foreman had power to knock out Michael Moore at almost 50 years old. However old he was. Steph Curry has power, he has smarts. If he can stay in position defensively, Steph Curry is a strong dude. He's Warrior of the Year. And did I mention? He's the all-time 3-point shooting champion. He's the Warrior of the Year. He's, of all people, he's the Warrior that's been healthy. God, please let him stay healthy. Don't let anything happen to Steph Curry. Please. Steph Curry is a Warrior of the Year. He's a good role model. Steph Curry is everything. People are starting to talk about him as best player of the league over LeBron. LeBron is... He's not the... I don't know. He's not the coolest character, but he's a good man. He does a lot of great things, and the dude's he has skill and brute force in one body, so it just doesn't look fair. That guy is good. So I don't know if he's better than LeBron, but Steph Curry, I'm glad he's on my team. I like watching him play. So Steph Curry, for what he did last year, at the end of last season. But we didn't get past Memphis. We had that beautiful game against the Lakers, and we kind of blew it against Memphis. But they have Ja. They always have a target. Steph Curry always has a target. He had a target on him all last year. He put up over 30, scoring title, and now he's all-time 3-point shooting champion, and the Warriors' record is phenomenal. So the Warriors are going to be contenders. They had this COVID scare, but Steph Curry, most definitely, Warrior of the Year. I would say a slam dunk, but I don't know. Draymond Green gets to the rim and throws out to Curry for a, long three. Splash. Okay? Steph Curry, Warrior of the Year. Alright? This one right here might be a little bit controversial. Wait a minute, Steph Curry! Here is your Lammy! Honorable Steph Curry, you show excellence. Glory! Boy, you play with style and love. I love watching you play, Steph Curry. Thank you. Lammy Awards. Alright. And by the way, Happy New Year, friends! Tomorrow's New Year's Eve. So if I get pulled off the air, I want to wish everyone a Happy New Year, many blessings. I want you to keep it real and keep it clean. And I'm going to keep on keeping on with my selection of men's wrestler of the year. It's none other than the Tribal Chief, Roman Reigns. And I say that knowing a lot of us can barely watch WWE anymore. It's highly unwatchable. And Roman Reigns was one of the most pushed guys. Pushed him so much, you didn't like him. But I love this storyline. I love it. It should have been done years ago. It should have been done when Samoa Joe was still healthy. I mean, they had an opportunity. They had the Usos, and you have even Nia Jax, Paul Heyman with his history with the Wild Samoans. I love it. I love Roman Reigns as a heel. He could just sit back and be handsome. He is the wrestler of the year. This fits him. He is a star. He is growing into his personality. This role fits him. It's a shame that it can't watch SmackDown or WWE enough to really appreciate him. I watch him on Instagram. I feel like I need to back this up. All right, and I do want to mention Daniel Bryan looks fantastic over at AEW. If it wasn't him, if it wasn't Roman, it'd be Daniel. But I don't know where they're gonna go with this. Daniel Bryan looks as good or better than I've ever seen him. His promos are like Roman, much improved. He's a real little jerk, but he is a force in that ring. At his size, he looks dominant. All right, so I wanted. He just had that wonderful. He had a great match with Kenny Omega. Since he's been in AEW, he had a great match with Kenny Omega. He had that great match with Adam Page. These are historic matches. Two matches that went the distance. His two big main events, he knocked them out of the park. All the other matches, he gave, he squashed him. He gave a little bit, but he looked dominant. He's looked dominant in AEW. His promos are on hit. He looks strong. He looks like he's comfortable in who he is, and it's coming through. If it was, so I do want to mention that, but it hasn't been long enough. Roman had to go. I'm not feeling sorry. He probably got paid big dinero to be the face that runs the place in WWE. But now he's really just put himself this far ahead. All right. And some people were tired of him. And I'm a heel guy. And I don't know if I'm a Heyman guy, but I love what Heyman does for him. I love the way I love this whole Tribal Chief. This is something, and this is something I've talked about before. I'm sure a lot of people have, but he's owning it. He's owning it. That he is the boss. And this is what makes Roman special. This is what separates him from even CM Punk, from Daniel Bryan, from any, and there's some top guys in WWE. In my opinion, the most credible wrestler who you think could beat someone's butt in real life, terrifies you. A lot of wrestlers don't scare you. The most terrifying guy had been Brock Lesnar. I would, in my opinion, in the wrestling, in my mind, who can really stand up to Brock Lesnar? Well, it has to be Roman Reigns. He has a tremendous lineage of wrestling in his family. I was at WrestleMania in Santa Clara. They had a wonderful match. It was hard hitting with Lesnar and Roman Reigns. That was the one where Seth got the win. He had cashed in the Money in the Bank. It was a beautiful match. But those guys were going toe to toe. I think Brock looked stronger because Brock is just stronger. But Roman looked like he was right there. He was bleeding. He was laughing. He's credible. I think the character push as a face, they didn't let Roman just be cool. Like, Roman's cool. Every time you see Roman, like a table for three, I'm talking about before he had this new, I think just coming home as Tribal Chief, or as he grew into Tribal Chief, I think that's who he is. Roman's always been cool, but he didn't look comfortable, in the role. Like Diesel was. He doesn't look comfortable in that face. He doesn't seem like a really nice guy. He seems really like a cool guy. Whenever you see him outside of wrestling, but the way he's portrayed, with the cotton candy face, it wasn't great. But I'm so happy that he's in this role as Tribal Chief. I just wish I could stand WWE more to watch him. I think Roman Reigns, because of what you're doing, and because the upcoming matchup with maybe you and Brock Lesnar, I gotta watch that. I gotta see Roman Reigns versus Brock. I know it's happened before, but now Paul Heyman is on Roman's side, and Roman is the bad guy, or the Tribal Chief, or however you want to call it. I love it. I'm interested in this. I think if Roman plays a little dirty, it's believable that he could beat Brock. Because of that, because of your credibility, because of stick it in there and never giving up, you are, Roman Reigns, the recipient of the prestigious Lammy Award for Wrestler of the Year. Good job, Roman. And that says a lot because it's really hard to watch WWE. My prediction is you gotta watch Roman and Brock. This may, if anything can bring people back to WWE, it'll be this match. I'll watch that match. I pay for that. We'll put this down here. Great job, Roman. And by the way, you don't get the real copy. No one gets the real copy. I'm going to download it to you virtually. I'm going to upload it in the cloud, and you're going to download it in your hearts. Okay? Excellence, glory, love. Congratulations, Roman Reigns. Yeah, but like I was saying, I love the WWE Network. I have Peacock. It's hard to... They messed it all up. I mean, WWE is doing everything to mess up the experience. WrestleMania was good, but I mean, since WrestleMania, I think a great match with Sasha Banks and Bianca Belair. To me, that was my favorite match of the year. That was a good one. I love Sasha Banks, but Bianca got her with that. Whoosh! Oh, that was match of the year. You know what? I'm gonna make up a word right now. Daniel Bryan, you have a lot of reason to be deserving of this award. But match of the year, WrestleMania, Bianca Belair and Sasha Banks. Excellence. What an excellent match. Glory.
Well, there was a lot of hype on that match, and I love watching those women wrestle. And you knew it was gonna happen sometime, but boy, Bianca really used that hair whip. And even with that, it's hard to watch WWE. Yeah. But you guys get the Slammy. The Lammy! It's like a Grammy and a Slammy, but it's the Lammy. You get it? You see that? Match of the year, Bianca Belair and Sasha Banks. Congratulations, ladies. Alright. And with that, we come to the most prestigious award honoring John Madden himself. The John Madden Broadcaster Lammy Award goes to none other than the great Gary Lamm. Hell yeah. I'd like to thank the little panda who held me, Jesus, Father, Son, Holy Spirit. Thank you so much. This is only the beginning. It's the end of the year, but the beginning of a dynasty. I am the personification of excellence, glory, and love. You can love to hate me. You can love to love me. But watch me and listen to me. You will learn something and you will have some fun. Thank you so much, my friends. Gary Lamm, Main Event Maniacs. Thank you so much for supporting me with this little show. But you know what? All the awards are out, and it's time to go. Happy New Year. And you know what? I'll be back next year with some better wait, I'm determined. You know what? I'm my own producer. Jesus is my producer, okay? I gotta hear my darn song again. You know that? I gotta hear the Gary song. We're gonna play it for you. We're gonna do a sing-along like Chris Jericho. I'm gonna play my song for you. Get the beat ready. Because why not? You know, it's my show. It's the end of the year. We're going out with a bang, man. Bang, ba-bang, ba-bang, bang, bang. Are you ready, baby? Happy New Year, baby! Keep it real. Keep it clean. My name is Gary Lamm. I'm a macho man. Break you off with game, then make you say, oh yeah. So what you gonna do? I'm running wild on you. Punch your ass out with the 012. Tough like Little Mac. Hit like Mr. Dream. Stone Cold Knight Rider playing for the A-Team. I'm a dynasty world champion. My mama's Mexican, so I was born to win. You can't hold me back if you don't fucking believe. Get the hell out of my way and watch me succeed. Oh yeah, baby. And that's a wrap, baby. How do you close this baby down? Alright, goodbye, friends. Good fight. Good night. And may your new year be dynamite! Boom shakalaka.